still no eventual word.
These guys are locked up. To be of whether it was a hold by Shaw Smith-Wade and coming out of it, giving himself an advantage, or was it a push off by the SC receiver? And then the late flag could be a sideline warning or something else.
We still haven't even gotten possession. It looks like they're going to keep it at USC's direction as they've moved it up past the 40. But they are having an extended discussion here. Fantastic individual effort by Shaw Smith-Wade, regardless of what happens with the multiple penalty markers down. And here we go.
Prior to the interception, holding for 6 to the defense. It's a 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, 26 to the defense. This 15-yard penalty will also lead to an automatic first down. This is the first unsportsmanlike for number 26.
Let's take a look at the call here. Shaw Smith-Wade again, their best corner. Yeah, I mean it's kind of a double little tug, right shoulder, left shoulder. They're gonna call that. There's enough contact there on Kyron Hudson, and here's Addison.
David Johnson is called for the unsportsmanlike on the Washington State side. Penalties keep racking up, a season high. Meanwhile, dot to the outside on a 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. We'll see if Addison's an immediate impact here once again.
Throw it, good.
And he is dragged down.
Oh, come on, hold it, right down.
Sigh of relief for both guys. Addison back in there watching Jalen Williams get up from this physical finish from Stone.
On CBS.
A lot of grit from Stone, who looks to be banged up, but as playing well, running efficiently. Meanwhile, Addison's in there. You see him number 3 at the bottom of your screen on a 2nd and 6. He's got 6 touchdowns on the season for the first 5 games. This is going to be a handoff for Dye, and he scampered forward across the 15. Now Angola, who had a 95-yard pick 6 against Oregon. That feels like the type of play that the Cougars could really use. Force it to 33. Dye up to 77 yards and the touchdown. Right back to him.
All the way. Go.
And we'll see if it's coming back.
Move down. The guy got a flag for that. Not the flag.
Outside, did he have a little
Got the flag right there. Fire. You got to say, good to the flag.
Jonah Monheim is going to be called for the hold.
Holding
Right here, right in the
Not
middle of the
good.
screen, working out on
That's
the
the holding time right
That's
there.
basically the same thing that Shaw Smith-Wade, so turnabout is fair play, right? Is that
How about
consistency
that?
is key? Yep.
That's all over
That's
the
why I don't
TV.
turn down the second to start off. That's all smart.
Very smart.
So Dye will go to the sideline, and here is Austin Jones. Haven't seen a whole lot of him. It's been a lot more Malik Brown. Here's a free play. 3rd and 13. Shot taken towards the end zone. Diving grab. Touchdown, Mario Williams. Second of the day for Super Mario.
Opportunity of the defense in the neutral snap. Penalty is declined. The result of the play is the touchdown.
Great execution of the freeze play. A staple in the Lincoln Riley playbook. Take a shot. Hard count on 3rd and extra long. Multiple defenders offside. And Williams under review for a touchdown.
It's been that kind of time. Yes. You just want to confirm everything. You want to make sure you're absolutely correct. We're going to double check here that Williams definitely got under this football. It looked with a naked eye that he did. And this replay will tell it for sure. Williams with a great job staying in the pocket. Perfectly floats it over the defense, and I think so.
Yeah, certainly nothing from there that would give us any chance to say that's not a catch. Left hand, as you look there, Mario Williams under the ball. This is one of those things to me. The ground doesn't help him make the catch. He has firm control with that left hand, and then eventually his chest, the right hand, and a celebration. Let Traveler run.
Should it officially stand, it would be the first career multi-touchdown game for Mario Williams as he transferred over from Oklahoma in his sophomore season.
Yeah, that one last look right there. It does move at the end.
But I like how you put it,
right?
right?
There's not.
I like how you put it, that the ground didn't help him make the catch.
Yeah.
To me, that's got to be the biggest key in determining this. And that is the big question of what is a catch, what isn't a catch. It's a philosophical question we could spend hours on at this point. What an outstanding effort. And here's the
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands.
They thought what we thought, enough to call it stands, not confirmed. Either way, there's some naked men dancing right there. That's all that's going on.
A wise man once said anything can happen at the light show, and they let it just ride once again. And sure enough, USC goes back up 2 scores. Dennis Lynch switched to make it a 10-point game. And the best third-quarter team in the conference, 4th in the country, does it again. Mario Williams came over from Oklahoma with Lincoln Riley and Caleb Williams, and that connection has been elite from week 1 on. Second touchdown of the day for number 4, and the Trojans go up 10.
On an angsty Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
Whoa, Dr. Pepper, 0 sugar?
Yeah. Stole it from my parents.
Oh, you think you too cool to drink regular Dr. Pepper?
Derek.
I bet you think it tastes good, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be the judge of that. It's delicious. I told you. What's wrong about you, bro?
It's okay.
I think I was projecting my insecurities on your soda.
Derek, you're oversharing.
Dr. Pepper, the one fans deserve.
Nice work. Never heard you scream like that before.
What?
Dad, it's not a big deal. I'm scared of spiders, too.
I know it's not a big deal because I didn't scream.
Oh, I see. You didn't scream.
No. So that's why it's not a big deal.
Should we play it back?
Do it.
This What Really Happened replay is brought to you by Progressive. One thing no one would challenge, protecting your home and auto with Progressive.
I'm sorry you had to relive that.
So you've taken up running. Apple Watch has taken up a few new things as well. First, it tracked your distance. Now, it tracks your stride length. It knows a breaststroke from a backstroke and checks for temperature changes to estimate when you've ovulated. When you're dreaming, it's measuring your REM sleep down to the minute. And it can detect a serious car crash, then call for help. So, yeah, a few new things.
So sweet, so crispy. Nobody makes breakfast as good as Wendy's new home-style French toast sticks.
Nobody.
Nope.
Keep talking.
I
can't hear you.
I should probably stop.
Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new home-style French toast sticks.
It takes fight to be a full-time fan. There'll be good days and bad ones. But when you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. Modelo, brewed for full-time fans. Brewed for those with a fighting spirit.
The National League's biggest stars lead their teams in a fight for the crown. The NLDS begins Tuesday on Fox and FS1.
A huge day of football kicks off Sunday on Fox.
Well, back here in Los Angeles, there have been 2 Hollywood-level stars. Dorian Thompson-Robinson with UCLA has put together And so is Caleb Williams in his first year at USC. We look at the comparison of these two. 6-0 record, 5-0 record. At the end of the day, that's all that matters. The pass stats, the rush stats, the total touchdowns, those are all great. But if you keep winning, you keep winning. And this will be a fair catch made by Washington State. Two quarterbacks, what more can you really ask for here in Southern California? And for Caleb Williams, it is a day at the office with 2 passing touchdowns. Meanwhile, this is an intriguing story that we learned a whole lot about this week.
Speaking of quarterbacks.
Yeah, Lincoln Riley and Eric Morris here, lifelong connection, right? Both hailing from Texas, playing against each other in high school. Lincoln Riley's from Muleshoe, Texas. Eric Morris from Shallow Water, Texas.
Of course they are.
Of course, right? Sure, right? They played against each other. Eric Morris, offensive coordinator with Washington State, did make sure that we knew that he picked him off a couple of times here.
Yes, and that was a point of contention. He said a couple. Coach Riley was very quick to credit. He only remembered one, but let's go to the videotape. If they film that from Muleshoe and Shallow Water.
Yeah, so we have some miscommunication here. First of all, their catch was not completely brought in, right? So muffed, and that's why it's inside the 5. Second of all, play clock issues. That went all the way down, and the timeout's going to have to be called by Washington State. So when we asked Eric Morris about Lincoln Riley, Lincoln Riley was Eric Morris's position coach his last 2 years as a wide receiver at Texas Tech. And my favorite part maybe about the whole story is how Eric Morris got to Texas Tech as a wide receiver. He would bring his game film every single week from high school in a brown paper bag to the coaching staff and say, recruit me.
Recruit another Amendola.
They had Danny Amendola. They said, we got Danny Amendola. He plays your position. He said, I don't care. Recruit me. He was determined to play there. And Eric Morris said, he said, I knew right away that this guy, Lincoln Riley, had a special mind. He saw the game differently than everybody else.
Both from the Mike Leach tree somewhere, some way. And also some great stories about that might not make air.
We would need a second game to do that. Early handoff, Jalen Jenkins, flag comes down as he is dumped down shy the 10. See what the penalty is.
It's going to be a hold, half the distance.
Holding. Number 77 of the offense. This penalty will be forced half the distance to the steal. First down.
Second penalty of the day on Connor Gomez.
Gomez on the back block. Gosh, that's tough. That's tough. Tonight. That's a tough one. Just trying to get that back block going. On to Lenny.
Cougars playing without their starting running back, Nikhil Watson. Danger zone on 1st and 12. Take the on that original play back to the 9.
If you're a good fan, you have heart attacks every once in a while. Cam Ward, that's one of them. The backward toss in the end zone. These will be rush yards. But a good job making something happen. Step up now, get out, or run, and then oh my gosh.
I love getting inside the mind of a coach because that's got to be exactly what Jake Dickert and everybody else is feeling right now.
Yes.
I think you can that's a good thing.
He just got it over the top
of
the
God.
Jenkins and Farrell both in the area, and a sigh of relief for 3rd and 5.
Yeah, Jalen Jenkins is about a foot shorter than Eric Gentry there. And man, watch Ward makes that initial guy miss. Just step up and run there. That's going to be he probably converted. Puts the ball at risk again. But gets lucky, 3rd and short, 3rd and medium.
Third and 5.
You're true.
He's going to try to run it. Stayed on his feet just
And that's why they love it, right? Steps up. Again, late pressure by Corey Foreman. You'll see 0 spying, mirroring Cam Ward. Runs up, makes him miss. Just gets it up for the first down. Great effort. Please put the ball away, Cam Ward. I love you. Put the ball away.
Going up to 11 yards on the ground. They'll hand it back. Jenkins, big hole. Look at him go. Jenkins
All the way
across the 50. Down the daylight, 41. Blackman tracked him down, but there's the game-breaking speed from Jalen Jenkins.
Just good recognition here by Eric Morris. Offensive coordinator, nice job on the backside, 66 Mafia to open up that cutback lane for Jalen Jenkins. SC's just challenged him, saying, hey, they're not going to do this enough to do enough long-term damage. We'll live with those ugly rush yards and win the game in the red zone.
Longest running play of the season for Washington State. Jenkins is over
And
130 yards on the day
go.
as he runs into Taufo after a short pickup of 2.
He's getting a well-deserved breather here. And if you're just checking in, Nakia Watson, the starter from Washington State, out with what the Washington State sports formation people termed a lower leg. Or sorry, a lower body. He's got a lower leg.
Meanwhile, it's going to be Dylan Payne, the running back. First action. Moore back to the air. Lofting towards the sideline. Into the left side. Ollie was the intended target. He was covered by Blackman. That's number 6 versus number 6. And it looks like number 6 in red is going to be disappointed with the result.
There is no foul for pass interference. The pass is ruled uncatchable.
So they pick up the flag here.
Put the sword right down. Put the sword back from the Trojan warrior. But if you're Campbell, just give him a chance. Gives you an opportunity to use your size. If you're Ollie, definitely an uncatchable ball there.
A little extra chatter here.
Let's get some holiday plans with Tui Pelotu.
Well, they've greeted each other a couple of times. Tui Pelotu, 3 first-half sacks. 3rd and 8. Ward, Stanley, Jenkins, the intended target, and a flag is down. Looked like Ward maybe got past the line of scrimmage.
Personal foul. Illegal blindside mark. The 76 of the offense. It's a 15-yard penalty. Still second down.
There's so much to this play. Unbelievable effort by Ward. So take a look here at the blindside block. Anything back toward the ball that's high and aggressive, that's the adaptation of that role, and that's probably properly officiated. And again, that could be exciting for him or exciting for SC. Great effort by Bryson Shaw there to get his mitt on it. And Jalen Jenkins can't make the play off the tip ball. But it's all for naught with the penalty.
And that backs them all the way back into their own territory and makes it 3rd and 23. We've seen Ward do stranger things than convert a 3rd and 23 in his own territory. The rest of this down. The play clock, meanwhile, is down to 15 here.
The previous play is being reviewed for targeting.
This could get interesting. I mean, this was a huge hit. This block was a layout to the max block. And we'll take a look at the replays momentarily, but Grant Stevens, who's the starting right guard, 5th-year senior, North Colorado transfer. First year with Washington State has started every game, including tonight. And we're bringing Dean Blandino to watch it with us. Dean, take us through inside your head here.
Yeah, so the first thing is a defender that gets hit with a blindside block is defenseless. So then you look at the blocker. Is he leading with the head, the shoulder, the forearm? It looks like he's leading with that shoulder into the head neck area, definitely attacking. It's absolutely a forcible hit. And to me, the elements are there. Replay can add the foul for targeting. And to me, if I'm making this decision, it does appear to be targeting. You can see that shoulder right to the head neck area.
So this one's going to be interesting.
Here's the angle, yeah.
Yeah, there's this angle right here that's coming up. It's almost that forearm, too, after the fact. An extra push down. I don't know, Dean, I don't know if that actually impacts the call at all.
Did that last look impact anything there, Dean, or no?
It has to be clear that forearm, it felt like the forearm, there was some extension after the fact. To me, it looked more shoulder. But again, defenseless player, if there's an attack to the head neck area, it is targeted. It's close. It has to be absolutely there for replay to add it.
Well, this will be interesting. USC already had their starting safety, Caleb Bullock, ejected in the first half due to targeting, and this would be
After reviewing the play, personal foul, targeting number 76, contact above the head and neck area of the defenseless player. The 76 was disqualified for the remainder of the game.
Now remember, in theory, he would have to sit out the first half of next week's game against Oregon State. But they can appeal to the conference and potentially get him back in there starting the next game.
Yeah, I mean, this is again modern football, and I'm with Dean. It's just that because he's defenseless, it's a blindside block, which is a new protective measure for everybody. Then he falls into that category of a defenseless protected player.
So, back up right guard, Quinn McCarthy is in there, a walk-on, redshirt sophomore for a 3rd and 23. Jenkins is going to stay in there. Dylan Payne is going to get in there.
Well,
He
Texas
lines up
one now.
initially
Texas
over him.
right now.
Two
Texas. They won it. Yeah.
Corey Foreman kind of switching spots. He said, hey, let me test out this walk-on.
Texas they won now.
Tuipulotu with 3 first-half sacks. Does he have another one in him?
No, Texas. He with Texas.
Good job.
It's trying to play. Good. 4th down.
Brandon Keeley, and of course, Tuipulotu. The feast continues.
Yeah, Figueroa is going to get credit. Tuipulotu is on the scene. Cam Ward again looking downfield, has nothing. A little ET there, and great effort from Figueroa. Tuipulotu says, hey, give me a little half something.
Give me a little half. Or 3.5.
Well, look, some of that.
How about the defensive stand? Washington State driving deep into USC territory.